In your very first task for this course, I had you write a very simple program where you had to type system.out.println hello world in parentheses and quotes. I want to now deconstruct this program for you so you have an idea of what you need to know in this course. The first thing is that I asked you to write this line of code inside of the main method. So if you notice on line 3 here, we have public static void main, parentheses, string, then these square brackets, which you'll learn about later in the course, and then the word args, args, and then a closed parentheses. That is the header or the start of what's called the main method in the program. In Java, methods, after the name of the method and all of this information, you have an open curly bracket or a left curly bracket. And then the method ends, or the function ends, with a right curly bracket. I forget if Java calls them functions or methods. I will use those words interchangeably. You'll also notice that up on line 1, we're going to have the words public class my program, and it's always going to say my program in code HS. But know that we could change this to say something different. For instance, I wonder if this would work. Actually, it doesn't even look like I can edit the name of this. So if you notice that over here on the right, I have my program.java, and that is named in what's called camel case or upper camel case. The M is capitalized, the P is capitalized. The words are stuck together, so there's no space. That is a programming convention that Java uses where the name of a program has to be in upper camel case, and every word has to start with a capital letter. That's what's called camel case. The reason it's called camel case is if you notice the capital M and the capital P kind of look like humps, like the back of a camel. The file actually ends in .java, and it should end in .java. You always want to have it end in .java. I don't think that, well, we'll get more into that later. Just know that if I tried to change the name of this to my program with a lowercase p and I went to run it, I would get an error. You'll see. Oh yeah. Class, and it says class my program is public and should be declared in a file named myprogram.java. So what that means is that if I'm going to call this public class my program with a lowercase p, the file that it's stored in also needs to be named my program with a lowercase p. And since it's not, they don't match and I'm getting an error. If I change it back to a capital P, capital P, the program will run and I will not get that error. So let's now talk about this line of code on line 5. We want to have the word system with a capital S, and then a dot, then out with all lowercase letters, then another dot, and then print ln. Notice that this is an L, not a 1. Hopefully some of you didn't try to type a 1, but it's ln. Inside the parentheses, we have the string hello world. Strings in coding are surrounded by double quotes. So if I have the start of the string right here, then I have all the little letters that I want to appear on the screen, and then I have to end out the string. It's an error if I actually remove that quote, and you can see that the string changes from blue to black when there is no ending quote. This is a problem here. If I tried to run this, I bet I would get some sort of error saying that you're expecting some sort of something. Error reached the end of the file while parsing. It's not happy with, oh, there it is up on the top. If I scroll all the way up to the top, it says unclosed string literal. So this hello world is called a string literal, and if I don't close it, it's got a problem. There we go. So that is a little bit of what we were doing in the first exercise. You can save and continue, and there's going to be another exercise for you to work on.